All right, and I've got John and Ashton on the other side over here.
Okay, there we go.
John is gonna show up.
What's up, John?
Eventually.
All right. There he is.
Yeah. There we go. Sergeant Sleaze.
I wasn't even late.
Right. Like, I literally just got on. I was like, oh, hey, good timing.
Awesome.
Well, welcome to Bleach Bangs again. We've had you on before.
Of course. I vaguely remember it was a while ago, though, right?
Yeah, it was quite a while ago, actually. Ashton, I don't think you were with us at the time.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So tell us what's going on in the world.
Oh, we're in Nashville.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun being here. I mean, as far as just kind of the band stuff is going, we had a busy summer last summer, like real busy. We had lots of shows opening for all those 80s bands.
Yeah.
We had some Brett Michael shows, Warren, Stephen Piercy, and all that. But the last show we did was in September, and we purposefully didn't book out the winter or the spring because we have an album that we're aiming to release in late summer time. And the next single should be coming out in about a month. We just got finished recording the drums 2 days ago. We finished the drums in the recording studio and head straight here. So we've been super, super busy, and we're really excited for people to hear this.
Awesome. Where are you recording at?
Well, so like we do the demos, obviously, like I got my whole Pro Tools set up at my house, and we'll do the demos there, but we'll record at a studio in like Northern Virginia, like a real studio. The one that we go to is called Q Recording. It's right outside of DC. Like we'll record like drums and stuff in a real studio, but as far as everything else, Pro Tools, just do Pro Tools.
Yeah, it's like as long as you know how to work it.
Yeah, well, I'll make the demos, but my dad will polish it. My dad.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done records with Paramore, Shinedown, obviously Brett, Miley Cyrus, all that. So he'll do all the polishing that I don't know how to
Right.
do. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to. Really, really just kind of going ham.
Really cool.
Yeah.
So how do you go about writing songs since you're kind of in that mode?
Yeah.
Is there a special process that you go through?
It's feeling. A lot of people sometimes will start off with a hook or something like that where they have lyrics. I'm the complete opposite. Lyrics are the absolute.
I woke up with this morning. Yeah.
Lyrics are the absolute last thing I do. You can attest to that.
Yeah.
Some of the songs I haven't even
got like 6 demos in a folder. None of them have lyrics yet. So
half of them have lyrics, but not recorded. But I mean, I'll go off of feel. Sometimes I'll wake up or something like that, and I know I want a song to be like fucking this, and it'll just hit me where it's like I need this fucking drum pattern or this guitar. I go in producer mode before I go into what my actual job is.
That's awesome.
Singing is the absolute last thing. Like we'll have like a song that feels like fucking Ragdoll or something like that, or some Aerosmithy song. It's all modern stuff is the key. It's all with our past 2 songs. We try to make it sound very, very modern and not rip off the 80s stuff, but you can always tell who you're influenced by. You can always tell, oh shit, these guys like Van Halen, and all that. But the goal is to be very, very modern. And I think that's how the new album is coming across. It's very, very modern, but maybe rock and roll.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That being said, who are you listening to now?
What's funny is in a respectful way, I consider myself a pretty rock and roll historian. Like I know all of it. You play a song, I have a 500 song playlist, and I press play, shuffle, and the first 3 seconds I can say, oh, fucking Night Songs, Cinderella. Oh, fucking You're in Love, Rat. First 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But the past year or two, I've really broken out of the 80s stuff to really understand what hit songs are outside of the 80s, and even a lot of modern country. We're in Nashville right now.
Right.
A lot of modern country has big guitar sounds, big drum sounds, big hooks. A lot of them are rock songs.
Yeah.
A lot of them are rock songs. Yeah. Even though I'm not going to make a country song, never, no fiddles, real guitars.
I don't know. ACDC had bagpipes.
Yeah, maybe. I'm listening to what makes hit songs nowadays. I'm really trying to incorporate that into the rock and roll that we all love without it being like just straight up 80s rock. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be modern. That's
Yeah.
what we're going.
What do you feel the elements needed in a song to make it big?
You know, to me, there's two answers to that question. The reason I've been listening to modern country a lot right now is because they have what I think rock and roll is missing now, and I call it window down, stomp your foot hooks. You know, you got back in the 80s and all those rock songs, you roll the window down, you sing along, stomp your foot. A lot of modern rock, I feel like, just doesn't have those
agree
hooks.
with that. I hadn't thought about it, but I totally agree
But a
with
lot
that.
of modern country has, you got the girls rolling down the windows and singing along. That's what it has. So we're gonna make rock songs that have fucking balls to it, but have the ability to roll it down your window and sing along for the mainstream girls, for the mainstream guys, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
To break out of just the niche. Bring ballsy guitar tones to the mainstream. Hooks and radio.
Yeah. I love it when a song actually spikes your adrenaline.
Yeah.
You just, it's one of those things.
You
It's
should
just,
listen to the new one.
I was going to say, we got one in the works.
all right.
The next one is very adrenaline. The last two were very summer rock songs. This one is a combination of. It's got a little kickstart my heart. Little bit of Nickelback. I don't know if that's forbidden to say. I don't know.
I love Nickelback.
Here we go.
I love Nickelback.
Yeah. You guys agree? Nickelback, or yes or no?
I agree.
Oh yeah, the hate on Nickelback is ridiculous.
Feel safe. There's two people in this room. People who like
Listen,
Nickelback
don't judge
and
me.
liars.
Exactly. I've never understood the hate on them.
And burn it to the ground. It's got such adrenaline. Animals. It's great. So it's got our new song has got a little bit of that ballsy Nickelback stuff. It's got a little Godsmack, but it's also, like I said, will always have that big punchy hook chorus. So it's got a combination of all that. That's what makes Nickelback so great. Is all their songs are catchy. They got hooks.
You want to sing it?
Yeah. You go to a Nickelback show, all 10,000 people are going to be screaming every fucking word. I love it or hate them.
I really hated that trend where the songs had no chorus and nothing was hooky at all. And it's like, I want to sing along, but I can't.
That's what makes a hit song. So my job is to make sure that people can sing along to the song, and my band's job is to make sure it sounds fucking cool.
And it gets stuck in your head.
Yes.
Exactly.
It has to get stuck in your head.
Exactly. So you've been out on a lot of big tours and with a lot of big people.
Yes.
What is one of the craziest things that you've seen on the road?
My dad's dick.
Fair enough.
We were opening up for Stephen Pearcy, who was so pissed drunk. God, I hope he doesn't watch this. And Logan was signing the wall on his knees. And he put out his dick.
It was my mistake for getting on my knee.
Logan!
A lot of times, if he asks other people that question, I think for a minute, you just went right for it. You knew exactly what it was. That was funny.
Yeah. I try to find a serious answer, but I like you.
We saw some crazy shit in LA. Some guy walked by us, with pants on, but nothing back there. Just letting it fly.
That's just LA.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
That's the Sunset Strip for you.
That's the strip part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, what is Bret Michaels like?
Real hair.
That is always the question, isn't it?
And he always smells good.
He always smells good.
I got his
Roses
cologne
and
on me.
thorns.
If anybody wants to smell it, it's roses and thorns. Is the one it's called.
Randy.
It's Brett.
Go
Brett
Smith.
knows. It depends on how long I have to answer this question. I can give the 30-second answer, or I can give the 2-day answer. It's growing up with them was the reason I do this. Many reasons. I grew up on the side of the stage watching all of what everybody's heroes we're just known as my dad's friends. And growing up, those connections is why I do this, because I see a clear path of success. You know, because it's fucking impossible to make it in the music industry. Fucking impossible. And because because of all the connections I had and growing up and seeing the blueprints of how Brett works with his business, it's a secret formula that I understand and got to grow up seeing. And it's just helped me so much in understanding why Brett is still, even though Poison wasn't bigger than a lot of these 80s bands, why Brett is still the #1 guy out of all the front men.
Yeah, you said business,
Yes.
and you said hard work.
Yes.
There's a reason.
There's a reason.
There's a reason.
Nobody works as hard as Brett. No front man in any of those 80s bands works as hard as Brett. I promise you that. Logan knows it. Everybody knows it.
I was going to say, just to add on, because he kind of grew up knowing Brett. I met him a few years ago through him. I will say that he's like one of the few guys at that level to where when you're talking to him, you can tell he's actually like listening and having a conversation with you. He's not just going through the motions of, doing what he has to do to interact.
Yeah, that's good to
Yeah,
hear.
He's very nice
That's
guy.
good.
When we get to a gig and there's security guards out there, or even just a fan that has been backstage or something like that, and he has to get on stage, and there's like 20 people around backstage, he will stop the fucking show and walk up to each security guard, shake their hand, and tell them thank you so much for helping. Even if the show is late, I mean, he's always on time, but he will make sure that everybody feels appreciated and welcome. And that's a true story. I can video it. I mean, you probably wouldn't want me to, but he will make sure the second he gets out of the car or the plane, he'll thank everybody at the airport, at the show, everybody he sees. He doesn't make eye contact with somebody, and not shake their hand and make them feel appreciated. And every single person you will ask that has even met him will agree.
That's awesome. That's so good to hear.
Well, that's someone you want to be around to learn things from instead of saying it's the exact opposite. That's a good role model.
Yeah, treat your fans good.
Yes.
I don't like saying fans. I say supporters. I think a lot of people support my music. I hate saying the word fans, but always treat everybody how you would treat them before you got to follow them. Yeah.
Yeah. John, what were you saying?
I was saying you need to go over and smell him.
I'm not going to go smell him.
Here we go.
You get the
I don't know if you can smell it or not.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do I smell like $100 million? Was I not supposed to say that?
Dude, it's all good.
And I did put a question in the chat there,
It's
Randy.
not the first crotch cam Gavin's had today.
Yeah.
There we go.
We may need to wipe that off. It's a little
Normalizing
smudge.
it.
Yes.
I know Ashton loved it.
Oh, always.
Ashton looks like a chill dude.
Yeah, he's
These are sons.
Oh, yeah?
he's pretty laid back. Yeah. He's a really good element to us old folk.
Yeah, but I wish I could hear a little bit better. I don't know.
Yeah. This
This is
wasn't
our
very.
first event like this. So
Yeah, no, it's all good. If you've been talking, I haven't heard you. I'm sorry.
I've been trying to figure out, there's some things behind the scenes that are broken. I've been trying to figure out how to unbreak them.
Facebook Live stopped streaming on us, but it's going to 5 different destinations. So
Gotcha. Okay, I see. Yeah, I see it's on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, it's broke. It stopped streaming.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy.
But, yes, sir.
Yeah, I did throw a question in the private chat for you.
Okay. In the chat.
It says private chat. So,
Oh, okay.
any
FYI,
upcoming?
this is low battery. It says 13%.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Any upcoming tours that are a must-see for you this summer?
Tour that like we're playing or that I want to see.
You want to see?
Oh man. I mean, I think we're going to go see Metallica at Virginia Tech. So we live in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
It was really cool is they don't play college stadiums, but they're playing Virginia Tech because that is like nationally that is Enter Sandman is their song.
Hell yeah.
They cause like the same vibration of earthquakes from how crazy the stadium gets. And that's why they're playing there. So it's where I was going to go to college if I didn't. a little bitch. I'm trying to think of what else. Last year was great. You know what sucks is I missed Sammy last year. I wanted to see Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
I don't think he's playing this year. I think he's doing a residency. Who else is playing? I feel like there's a lot of people I want to go see. We always go to M3, which is in Maryland. I always go there. My dad's tour is going to be pretty cool. He's doing, a few of the Brett Michaels shows, or the Party Girl ones, and it'll be him, Vince Neil, and Steve Piercy. They're doing a few shows like that. That'll be great.
Really cool.
Oh my God, off the top of my head, I can't think. I know there's a lot of great tours this summer that I really want to see. But I can't think of it. Yeah. What about you guys?
Did you just see the Summer of '89 tour?
Summer of '99?
'89.
I did not see that one. I saw Creed, which was Summer of '99.
Who all was on that, Tron?
Just typing.
Trickster, Pretty Boy Floyd.
Oh,
and
Trickster.
Christian Shields.
We actually, I think that was last summer, I believe, right? They did that last summer, I think. No? Well, I think it was the same package where it was Pretty Boy Floyd and I think Chips Enough. And I know that they had a break. They had in between two shows, they came to our hometown of Manassas, Virginia. And me and the band opened up for them. A little acoustic thing.
Right on.
So, but that was with Steve and PJ. It was
Yeah.
It was Trickster. I don't think the other guys were there.
I think that's how he's doing it now, too.
He says it's an acoustic thing, but it's a full-on rock show. It's great. I love Trickster. I love Steve and PJ.
Yeah. And it's great seeing Steve out there taking vocals because he can do it.
It surprised me how much. I don't know the lead singer's name, but it surprised me how much.
Pete Lauren.
Okay, it surprised me how much he sounded like him live.
No, it's not. He's not with him anymore.
I know, but that was original.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been wonderful. You've always been near and dear to our hearts at Bleachbanks.
We'll send you the single Red Line before it comes out. If we could
Love it.
play it if you want it. Or is this?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you guys radio or is it just kind of podcast?
Just podcast.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll see if I can send it your guys' way.
And we'll promote it on our podcast so we can play a little bit.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so
Yeah,
much.
of course. Thanks again. I'm
You
doing
bet.
a virtual handshake. Where's the camera?
Here's a card with even said info on the back.
Take some
I will take it.
sunglasses. Great meeting you. Not at all. Look at that.
See you guys.
Thank you.
You guys are great.
All
I don't
right.
know if it's actually dying, but it's have a little. I've come
Thank
out
you.
to look at this icon.
Thank you.